Hi, JF from JF Customs. This is my 64 Buick Riviera. The idea for the car came out of trying to figure out what if some guys at Buick in 1964 had decided to peek over the window, and while the GM guys were preparing the Corvette, what if they'd made a two-seater sports coupe? From there we evolved the car quite a bit, but the bulk of the car started as a 64 Buick Riviera. We hand-built the quarter panels, hand-built the fenders to give them different shapes, to give the wheel well openings a little bit different shape. I incorporated a 1971 boat tail roof and rear window, and that's really what made the car turn into a two-seater sports coupe. We ended up doing some really cool aluminum pieces, machined aluminum pieces. The exhaust comes out of the center of the car, right in the middle of the car in the back, above the bumper, which is uncommon. It has twin turbos under the back window, and the LS is mounted about a foot back in the engine compartment. We moved the firewall back a bunch, even moved the driver and the passenger a bunch, and that's what makes the car sort of have that race feel. Mike Curtis built some amazing wheels. He built a one-off grille for the car. I can't thank Curtis Speed enough for all the stuff they've done. Got SSBC brakes, huge, eight piston brakes in the front. The car stops on a dime. We've done a little road racing with it, and it was fast. If you guys want, I'll show you the interior. Some of the coolest components of this car happen right here in the compartment where the passengers sit. There's a huge tube right in the center of the car that runs along the headliner, actually gets in the way of the passenger a little bit. It controls all the boosts. So the turbos are in the back, the intercooler's in the back, builds boost, sends it all the way to the front of the engine. We had to put the tube somewhere, and rather than just sit it in the middle of the car and so nobody would see it, I thought, what if I run it straight down the windshield and make a big statement? Worked out pretty good. Controls are pretty simple, 6-speed Tremec transmission, beautiful gauges that we hand built the surrounds. Classic Instruments did the gauges. Lee Baxter of Lee Baxter's Hot Rods did all the leather work, and I'll tell you, it is the best I've ever seen. Stitching's incredible. We got a little red stitching just to make it offset a little bit. Panels are all built out of either fiberglass, carbon fiber, or aluminum, and it makes for a really unique interior. But the heart of the car is obviously the engine. Let's go look at that. Tell me all about it. The motor is an LS-based 6-liter truck block. It's a cast iron motor, aluminum heads, got some real fun internals. Bored and stroked it to a 6.2 displacement. Again, the twin turbos are really what makes it work. It's got the right camshaft, hand-built headers. Again, we used some of Curtis's exhaust header flanges before we started the headers. If you look at them, they're super well detailed. It's what makes the car go.